Clip that, chat. Alrighty, guys. It's been a while since I made a perfumery video, but something came in the mail yesterday. We got our little cube here. I was very excited for this to arrive. It actually only took 2 days, which is probably why the shipping was like 90% of the actual price. But yeah, I really haven't been doing perfumery just because I've been so busy and so focused on other things. I had a lot of immediate regret when I bought these new materials just because I dropped so much unnecessary money that I don't have to spend. But I figured it could potentially become a business, so it's worth it. But yeah, this time around I bought much more than last time just because using these materials, it's just kind of shown me like, all right, I have all this different stuff, but there's other things I could be using. And it's like, it was a great time, right? I didn't feel like I regretted spending any of the money that I did on all these oils and my equipment and whatnot. I feel like it was all well worth it. And so when I was shopping on here, looking for like other materials, and I was on ChatGPT because I was like, hey, I'm trying to make this kind of fragrance. What should I get? Because I mean, bro, I use ChatGPT for like so much perfumery stuff just because like I'm not a nerd, right? And so I don't understand like the science behind this. I haven't gone to college for this. So I'm just going to say, hey, I'm trying to make this kind of fragrance. Give me some ideas of what ingredients to use. And then basically I just look at, okay, these are the notes of it, like what it smells like. I'm like, okay, do I want those to mix together? And it just gives me a very clear way of seeing it, right? So I would recommend that to you guys. If you don't know a lot about what certain things smell like, ask ChatGPT. Not me recommending AI in the Big 26. Humanity's doomed, bro. People are going to start calling me a clanker sympathizer in the comments for that one. Let me go get a knife and then we'll cut this open. Well, guys, for once, we actually have a real box cutter for cutting a box. This is a first for me. I have never once used this to actually open a package. I've only ever used like absurdly large kitchen knives. If you guys didn't see my last unboxing videos for perfume when I opened my other materials, which are all of these, and then what I have up here, and my equipment unboxing when I opened all my equipment, that's fine, okay? Because this video is gonna be much cooler. I bought all these based around a fruity fragrance. I'm trying to make a fruity fragrance, and I'm really not sure what that entails yet, but we're just gonna go along and kind of figure it out as we go. I'm thinking some sort of strawberry, maybe a little bit of grapefruit in there, some vanilla, and just like a very calm, relaxing sweetness. But we don't want it going over the top crazy and be like giving you a headache, right? And then we also don't want it to be like granny scent where it's like super floral and stuff. But I did get some florals in here as well as some other things that I've been wanting for a while. But yeah, we'll just go over it when we open it, right? So let's see what we got in here, boys and girls. I don't know, girls might be watching too. All right, first look in the box. We got our little paper here, which is basically just our receipt. If I learned anything from last time. Look at this, bro. Hold on, I gotta flip the camera around.
We had Nancy sign our receipt. Look at that. Thank you from Nancy. Shout out to Nancy, bro. I don't want to really spoil anything, but yeah, we got a lot of stuff here. So apparently there was so much on here that we had to actually go to the next page. Yeah, not too bad, but I definitely get why it would make people shy away from the hobby. Also, I have zero clue why this is here. This was sealed and taped closed. Who wrote this, bro?
Alrighty, guys, let's see what we got in here. Mostly it looks like a bunch of balloons on top. Oh boy. All right, so good to know they packaged it well. There's like one very small thing in the bottom of here. They just packed it really compactly, okay? We do have all of our bottles in there. Might need the box cutter again. All right, we got our brick right here, our brick of oils. It looks like they're all clear. Oh, one of them's yellow. Yeah, I was a little surprised to see that they all came in clear in this aroma chemical set. Like I was surprised to see like most of these are just clear. I was expecting a lot of them to be colored like essential oils. You know, when you see essential oils, they're like kind of different colors and like in amber bottles as well. But no, right? A lot of these aroma chemicals are just extracted in a lab. And so it's like, they don't have all this other stuff additionally in there. It's just the component that is for smell, right? And that helps with a lot of allergies. That's why they do that. Here we got our bottles, guys. We got 15 here that we bought. We'll go through them one by one, show you guys what they are, maybe do a little sniff taste. I guarantee I'll be so exhausted from smelling things by the end of this that it will not be accurate at all about like halfway through, but we're still gonna do it because why not? All right, guys, first up, we got Alpha Ionone. I heard this was a very good kind of strawberry-y, fruity something like that. It says natural on there too. Alpha Ion natural, whatever that means. Let's give this one a whiff. I'm expecting kind of a sweet, fruity strawberry, something like that. Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, bro. That is incredible. This is amazing. Alpha Ion. It smells, yes, like a very strawberry, but kind of like a soda, right? Kind of like a huckleberry soda, almost like a red licorice as well. It's very sweet, but in kind of a sparkly way. Really cool. Alpha Ion. I don't know how they achieve that fragrance, but it smells like a really like carbonated huckleberry soda. Next up, we got Aldehyde C14 Peach. And it says so called on there, right? C14 was a big one when I was first getting into this. When I decided to buy the aroma chemical starter kit and these ones, I heard that, you know, C14 and another C something was like really useful in a lot of situations. And I didn't get those because they weren't in the kit. But I'm glad that I picked this up anyway on its own. From what I've heard, this is like a sweet peach fragrance. We'll see. Aldehyde C14. Oh my holy. That was disgusting, bro. That is foul. I am genuinely appalled that I bought that. That was horrible. That smells like one of those like smelly marker things, but the worst one. The one that you would open the pack of the smelly markers, the scented markers, you smell it, and you would throw that away. You never use that color, and you learn to hate that color just because of the smell. That was disgusting. Aldehyde C14, worst smell I've ever smelled in my life. All right, next up we got Sweet Orange, USA. Heck yeah, USA. I shipped this from the USA to the UK just to ship it back here. I'm expecting this just to be a sweet orange smell. We'll see if that's accurate. Yep, really nice. That is an incredible, going from that to this, that is an incredible relief. I felt the breath come back into my lungs. This smells great. I'd give them a shout out, but there's no like branding or anything on here. It's just orange sweet. So sweet orange smells great. And then we got a bigger bergamot. I've already smelled this. It's just like a citrusy lime. Really good and nice and masculine. Goes great with pretty much like anything. All right, next up we got Nootcatone. I heard this is another like good strawberry kind of scent or something like that. We'll just see what it smells like, I guess. I don't really know what to expect. Okay. It's a much more subtle kind of a soapy sweetness, which like, I don't know how to describe that. It's kind of like a soapy, like a hand soap, maybe a shampoo. It's not a very strong scent, but yeah, it's like a soapy sweetness. I wouldn't say it's one way or the other. It's not really like amazing. It's not terrible. Nootcatone, I could imagine, would go great in a fruity fragrance, right? Next up, we got a little allyl amyl glycolate, IFF. I don't know what that means. I don't remember anything about this one. Oh my gosh. That is so strong. It smells like Home Depot, like a mix of Home Depot, like wood glue and just the wood itself. It's like plywood, very strong. And I know it's not supposed to smell like that. Probably not supposed to smell like plywood. It's kind of a, I can't tell if it's floral, like really sharp floral, or if it's supposed to be woody, but it's like the sweet wood. Like, I don't even know how to describe that. It really just reminds me of those little Home Depot, like kids classes they used to do, where like you could like build a birdhouse or something, and it always smelled like really strong wood glue. That's what a little amyl glycolate smells like. But it's not a bad smell. Honestly, I really like it. Next up, we got dihydromercenol. I don't really know what this smells like. I thought I already had this, but maybe not. Oh my. Taking that big of a whiff was absolutely a mistake. That smells like so green. Like a stem of a plant. So green. Like the greenest smell. Like this, it's right up there with Stemone, bro. Stemone just smells like green. Like, I don't even know, bro. It smells like the part of the snap pea that you don't eat, right? I mean, I eat the whole snap pea. But like, it smells like if you just took the good part of the snap pea, like the actual peas out, and just ate the rind, or whatever you call that. Next up, we got Rose Oxide. And it says racemic. I don't know what that means. But Rose Oxide, which smells like rose, is what I'm hoping. This is why we can't have nice things, bruh. What am I smelling? It does not smell like rose. This smells like a bell pepper, bruh. Like a green bell pepper. Unripe bell pepper smelling. Like, that is not a rose. It smells nothing like rose. I would never expect that that is a floral anything. I mean, maybe I'm just getting tired now from smelling the other stuff. Yeah, there's nothing floral about this. It smells like maybe a bug repellent, like mosquito repellent a little bit, but mostly it smells like a green bell pepper. All right, next up, we got Ambroxan, 10%. I've already smelled this. We'll give it another test. Yeah, just really sweet, really nice, kind of herbal spice kind of smell. Absolutely love this. This was great for the Christmas fragrance, but I was just running out of it. Next up, we got Helvetilide. This is actually the one I was most excited for. I was like, I can't wait until this shows up. I want to smell what Helvetilide smells like. I think this is like a floral kind of something, like a purple flower. I may be completely wrong, but this one cost me easily the most, okay? So if we look at here, on average, they're costing $11. Like, majority of these are like 11, 15, 13, 17. And really our big outliers, Bergamot was $24 for the 15 milliliter. Alpha Ionone was 20, right? Flat 20. And this one, guess how much this one was? My Helvetilide was $27.50. So if we compare this to Sweet Orange, for example, Sweet Orange was $11. And this is great, right? You could just wear this alone as a fragrance. Sweet Orange. $11. I mean, oranges are cheap, right? And this is like a really nice flower. This is the price of 3 of this almost for the same amount, right? Almost $30 for this one. But I was so excited to see what this smells like. And I know I'm probably exhausted from smelling the other one, so it's probably not going to be accurate, but let's give this thing a whiff. Wow. Okay. So it's a very strong and diffusing floral scent, kind of granny-ish. It's a little bit like Hedione, that one that was like overpowering and like ruined my entire room, and it just smelled like Hedione for forever. This is definitely headache-inducing and extremely strong, but honestly, I'd rather it be more strong than weak because it was so expensive. I'll just dilute this and it'll smell great, right? Very granny-ish floral scent. Not really what I was expecting, to be honest. All right, next up, we got Cedarwood Atlas Oil. This one was not in mind for the strawberry fragrance whatsoever. This one I already had on my list to begin with when I was making the Christmas fragrance. I was like, all right, there's a few things I want to get, and Cedarwood Atlas was one of them on the list. I just needed to cop this for the future. I don't know when I'm going to use this or what I'm going to use it on, but it smells pretty good. This is kind of like, it smells kind of like a cherry medicine, to be honest, right after saying it smells good. I think my nose is just getting so tired out from all these scents that it's not actually accurate, but when these are actually diluted and like mixed together into stuff, they're going to smell way better. But when they're really concentrated, it's just like overwhelming and you can barely actually smell what it's supposed to smell like. Next up, we got ISOE Super, a classic. This one I also just ran out of. So this one and Ambroxan, I think were the two that I already had, and I just ran out of them, and Bergamot, and I was just like, okay, I need to get more, right? Because I had them in 4 milliliters, and I need them all the time. ISOE Super is just a very clean, nice smell. Zero complaints about ISOE Super. I don't think anyone could smell this and not like it. It's just like generally all around is a great fragrance. All right, next up, we got Furanol. I don't know. And this one is another strawberry, fruity, kind of sweet from what I was hearing. And it's also a little bit thick.
I think it's kind of like crystallized or something. I don't know really what this is. I think when it is crystallized like that, you want to heat it up a little bit more and they should melt down. I think that's how most of these are. Yeah, this one's just a little bit thick.
But when has being just a little bit thick ever been a problem? Let's see what this smells like. Oh my God. Oh, I have a migraine. Okay. This one actually smells really good. Of all the ones I've smelled so far, this is probably one of the best. It smells very much like a burnt marshmallow, okay? That is like the exact smell I would describe. Yeah, burnt marshmallow, maybe like burnt cookies. It's like a sweet but very burnt smell, okay? All right. Next up, we got Cashmerin or Cashmerin. I don't really know how you pronounce that.
This one is genuinely just solidified. Like this just looks like a quartz crystal in here. And of course we take it off and the cap is just stuck in there. Okay. Oh, well, that went on the floor. Well, this looks like great fun to use later down the line. We're definitely going to have to heat this one up too.
Oh my. Yeah, that is a really pleasant smell. That smells amazing. It just smells like really fresh clothes. A nice sunny summer day. It smells a little bit vintage, like kind of nostalgic. I don't know. This is just great all around, right? Cashmere. You haven't smelled cashmere? Go smell some, okay? I'm excited to get to using this. Last but not least, we got more Hedione, the one I was just talking about. And also, I was wrong when I said Hedione before. The one that like reeked in my room, that was Habanolide, not Hedione, right? I just realized they're two very different things. But Hedione, I don't remember what this smells like. I know it's a strong kind of floral something. It's actually nice. Yeah, the scents are definitely mixing like crazy. Like this is my last one, 15th smell that I've smelled. So they're all just kind of mixing. Like when I smell this, it kind of brings back all the other smells. But yeah, Hedione, it's just kind of a nice all around clean, a little bit floral. I definitely wouldn't say it's anything crazy, but people use this all the time and all kinds of different stuff. So that's just good to have. Splendid.
Look at my beautiful army of soldiers here.
All right, guys, that's about it. Thanks for tuning in to unbox my materials with me. I'm sure you will see another video soon on how my progress is coming along on the fruity strawberry-ish fragrance. I still hate C14. Where did that go? Oh, I forgot that I threw it across the room. Here it is. C14. This is disgusting. I'm actually pissed off that this smells as bad as it does. Maybe I'll consider using it. I was told it was really good in fruity fragrances. I completely could not believe that. But I don't know. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe it was a bad day and smelling it smelled horrible. Maybe if I dilute it, it'll smell better. I don't really know. But as of now, it smells terrible. But yeah, you guys will probably see a video on how that's coming along and my formulas and stuff and just mixing and how it's going. And of course, getting to the cashmere, trying to melt this down. Should be a fun process. I'm going to try and get it done relatively quickly and just take this opportunity to dive into fruity fragrances for the first time. From every girl that I've been talking to about perfumery and what they like as far as smells go, everyone has told me fruity fragrances, like they like orange or strawberry or whatever, stuff like that, watermelon. And I've just never really considered that because I'm not someone who's ever liked fruity fragrances and like shampoos or body wash. Like I've never been drawn to that. Like I want something woody and natural. And I know for girls, obviously that's different, but I was thinking more like rose and kind of like herbal spice things is what I really like, right? And even if I was doing a perfume, that I feel like I would gravitate towards doing something like that. But just listening to what everyone has told me, everyone is saying they love fruity fragrances the most. So I was like, you know what? Might as well give it a shot and try it out. My first oil that I ever bought when I was first starting perfume was this grapefruit or acacia. So I might actually include this in something that I'm making. It's still like completely full. I only used it once. And I absolutely love this one. This is probably still one of my favorite smells just in general. Just overall grapefruit and orange and those citrusy ones smell so good because it's such a strong and lasting scent that goes great in perfumery, right? It smells amazing. And if you get too much, it still smells really good. So it's like, it's hard to do citrus wrong. Bergamot is so hard to not smell good. And that's why it's used in like everything. So when I'm getting a little bit fruity here in my perfumery, I need to make sure to not go too overboard because with this sweet stuff, you can definitely get too sweet. You can definitely get too strong and headache inducing and like floral. You can also get too strong. But I think if we focus a little more citrus heavy than we are sweet, but then also have that sweet as the middle notes and the base notes as a little more strawberry and kind of that clean, fresh kind of shampoo or soapy smell. If you guys know Hedione or Isoe Super, you'd know exactly the smell that I'm talking about. Just a nice, clean, fresh, kind of like a laundry or clean clothes smell. Have that as the base, fruity in the middle and a little bit in the top, and then some citrusy. I think that would go great. And then maybe do a little bit of sandalwood or just some other woods, whatever. Throw in some vanillin or some benzoin. I think a nice sweet vanillin would go great, and just bring it all together. And Broxton, I'm planning to use in this as well as just a nice like little bit of a spicy kick, right? And it's not like spicy, but like a spice, you know, it's kind of like a nutmeg kind of smell. We'll see how it goes once we do it, and I'm planning to start on it as soon as I'm done recording this. Until then, this is what I'm going to be working on. Once I feel like I get to a place where I've made some substantial progress and I have something to show, then I will give you guys an update. But if you guys enjoyed, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.